And we are officially live. Ladies and gentlemen, I would like to welcome everybody into the streaming session. That's right, Carefree Lounge. Give it up for my imaginary band, my imaginary audience over in the corner. But nah, man, what's happening? It's your boy Ríez, and tonight we back for another Carefree Lounge session where we just be talking hip hop shit. It's just like we sitting in the barbershop, kicking game and talking about what's going on in the world. So in today's quote unquote episode, we're gonna be talking about Schoolboy Q. Wow, a lot of crazy stuff went down last night when I got off stream. So Schoolboy Q apparently had his show canceled in Toronto last night. I wonder who was behind that. We're gonna get into that. We also gonna get into Big Sean. Now, yesterday I went on live and was talking about Big Sean and stuff like that. And I'm talking about right after I got off, there was news that somebody leaked his brand new album that he was planning to drop. So we're gonna get into that. We're also gonna talk about the Weeknd. He is back with brand new music, hopefully in the near future. But he is back teasing a brand new project that should be out real soon. And then we're also going to talk about Childish Gambino, who is dropping a album this Friday. It also has a film to accompany it. So, man, we got a lot to talk about tonight, man. So if you are awake right now, I know I'm kind of late getting on stream, but I had a lot of stuff to do today. You know how it go, man. It's life. So yeah, man, let's get into it. Schoolboy Q blasts OVO for not allowing TDE artists in Toronto. So it says Q is not happy. Schoolboy Q is not happy. The TDE rapper was slated to perform in Toronto, but was allegedly kept from doing so. In response to this last minute decision, Q hopped on Twitter and criticized the Canadian city for discriminating against his label. He not only accused Toronto of keeping TDE artists out, but hinted at some larger problems between the label and Drake's OVO crew. Schoolboy Q also alluded to there being consequences if this so-called sensitive ass behavior continues. So it says the Twitter rant took place on July 17th. Schoolboy Q made it clear that he was angry over the cancellation of his show and called out Canadian police directly. Now, your boy got the tweets. I had to go and pull the tweets up. And as y'all can see, Schoolboy Q is pissed. So yesterday, he was supposed to perform. And I guess a couple of hours before he was set to head toward the venue, he tweeted this: "They just canceled my show in Toronto. Canadian police don't want nobody from TDE performing." He also went on to say, "Top was just with Wayne and Baby. SMH, Party Next Door just had a show at the Palladium. If we wanted to get y'all, we would have just did it. Now when somebody get hurt, don't cry." Now, people saw that and a lot of people was like, yo, do y'all think Drake was behind that? But also a lot of people looked at it and they felt like, yo, is that a threat? Y'all, let me tell y'all something, man. With this entire Not Like Us fiasco that's going on and, TDE versus Toronto, you gotta understand something, man. Drake took a massive L in front of the world. And Drake's not the type of person to just let that slide or forget that. So by proxy almost, since you're cool with Kendrick, and since Kendrick is clearly Drake's number one op, right, at this point, since you're so cool with Kendrick, I'm going to give you the same punishment that I would give him. So if anybody that you're cool with try to come up here and perform, we're not having it. We're cutting that. And you all know Drake pretty much has his hands in everything in Toronto. That's just how it is, man. Like, he plugged in up there. He plugged in with the police probably. He plugged in with people at the shows. But yeah, so Schoolboy Q, he went on this rant. And, people took it as he was warning somebody. So after venting about the various ways in which the beef has settled, Schoolboy Q got aggressive. He made it known that if TDE had plans to do something to Drake and OVO, they would have done it already. Now, he said that Party Next Door was at the Palladium. So, he said, look, y'all are around. Y'all come to LA. Like, we know y'all got business in LA. We know y'all probably got women out here y'all deal with in LA. Like, we know y'all let when y'all come out here. So if we really want to do something, it could have been done already. But of course, Kendrick, Q, TDE, they're looking at it as like, bro, this is just rap. You feel me? Like, yes, you lost, take the L, move on. But like, it seemed now it's getting to the point where Drake is having people banned from coming to that city if they have anything. I'm talking about anything to do with Kendrick Lamar. And that's crazy. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, it's hip hop. But Drake being the person that he is, he probably feel like, look, y'all disrespecting me on the world stage. You really think that you about to have clearance up here in a city that I pretty much have a hand in everything that's going on? Unfortunately, it don't go down like that. So, in other developing news that I just found out probably a couple of hours ago when I was putting this show together for y'all, Schoolboy Q's canceled Toronto show was at a venue reportedly ran by no other than Drake, Drake, and Live Nation. So, the venue that Schoolboy Q was supposed to perform at actually co-owned by Drake and Live Nation. Let me say that again. The venue that Schoolboy Q was supposed to perform at is co-owned by Drake and Live Nation. Y'all, that boy Drake really got his hands in everything. So I'm going to read a little bit from this article. It says, according to the History Venue's social media page, Drake's involvement in the local fuels... I'm sorry, I read that wrong. Drake's involvement in the locale fuels theories that Schoolboy Q was sabotaged. So Schoolboy Q's canceled Toronto show has been the talk of hip-hop town for the past day or so, and for every good reason. Moreover, there's a lot of speculation and discourse right now surrounding the situation, especially his claims that Canadian police don't want anyone from TDE performing. Now, of course, this is notable thanks to Drake's Kendrick Lamar beef, with the main conspiracy theory at play being that the West Coast isn't welcome in the 6. There you go with that 6 again. Welcome in the 6, and that OVO was pulling strings to sabotage them. Furthermore, the Instagram page description of History, the venue where Q was supposed to perform, says that it's in collaboration between Live Nation and Drake, fueling this accusation. Now, is it coincidence that Drake co-owns that Drake co-owns the venue that Schoolboy Q is performing at? Is it just a coincidence that, you know, right before his show was supposed to go on, that it was canceled? Of course not. Come on, man. We've known Drake to be very petty in his music and in his beefs. Like, I'm pretty sure if Drake has a problem with you, he's probably gonna let you know. You know, if Drake has a problem with you, he probably gonna try to get at your girl. You know, it's hip hop is very combative, and it's not just the music. You know what I'm saying? It just is what it is. It's just men with their egos, man. What can you say? So, you know, Q went on to say he got into it with DJ Academics as well. And I wouldn't even say really got into it, but DJ Academics sent him a message like, yo, you know, calm down. This is just rap. You know what I'm saying? Nobody should get hurt. And Q replied like, yo, I never said I'm about to hurt somebody. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying that if we wanted to get at y'all, bro, it could have been happened. So a lot of people are taking what Q is saying like out of context. Like, look, if we wanted to do something to y'all, we could have do it. People are taking that like, okay, you're trying to do something, but not really. Bro, just saying like, bro, we keeping it straight rap. Like, I like to go golfing. Like, I'm a soccer dad. Like, I'm chilling right now. But you're effectively messing up the money when you stopping people from performing. Now, this is interesting because if Drake has that much pull to say, you know what, y'all can't come up here to Toronto and perform. If Drake has that much pull to say that, what's to say that, you know, if Drake want to come down to the US or if he want to perform somewhere in LA, you know what I'm saying? Is he going to have clearance to do that? Now, I'm pretty much sure everywhere else he's pretty much good, especially Texas, right? You know, he got a house in Texas, you know what I'm saying? So pretty sure everywhere else he's good, he's taken care of. But them LA, that could get tricky. You know what I mean? Especially when we talking about the politics and how who run what, and you know what I'm saying, who can go where. It can get very, very tricky. So, you know, this ongoing saga from the Kendrick Lamar beef is just continuing, y'all. This is just a continuation of it. Now, I will say that all of this started just because Kendrick Lamar had a verse on Like That. Ain't that crazy? All of this started back in March. Nobody saw this coming. Think about it. Back in March, what were you doing? You probably were just chilling. I bet you didn't expect what was finna happen from March to now. And it's so crazy because it's just been a couple of months, but it's felt like so much has happened. So Schoolboy Q, hopefully he can get back up to Toronto and fulfill his duties at his show so his fans can get that concert that they were all paying for. But unfortunately, you know, hey man, when you go into that boy Drizzy City, it's the six, bro. He run everything up there. It's only so much you can do. Now, in continuation of this, right after that happened, again, what I tell y'all about Drake. Drake be paying attention. Drake is on the internet more than you're on the internet. You understand what I'm saying? I know, bruh. So it says Drake takes to his IG story amid Schoolboy Q Toronto show cancellation. So they're asking, was Drake at fault here? Was it really him? I mean, he does co-own the venue that got the concert canceled, but most people were talking about the picture that he chose to take. Now, if you see this IG picture right here, I actually got a better version of it. So in this picture right here, he has on a free Yayo t-shirt. Now, a lot of people like, okay, free Tony Yayo. You know what I'm saying? And for those that don't know, that is Tony Yayo. You know, 50 Cent's homeboy, G Unit. You know, if you grew up hip hop, you know who Tony Yayo is. So he got on Instagram and he posted his free Tony Yayo shirt. Now, this is a video of Tony Yayo speaking about Drake and, you know, if artists wanted to come up there, how would he handle it? I'm gonna play it for y'all.
We demolished him, but it was a major beef, and it's to the point now where you can't really give your opinion because niggas still want to go to Canada. You know what I mean? You don't want to say something about Drake and fucking can't go to Canada. You got wild niggas like Pressa and Bun and all them wild niggas and all kind of other fucking top 5 and all these niggas. You got wild niggas in Canada. You know what I'm saying? And then you gotta come on the West Coast. That's the fucking grandfather of fucking gangbanging.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was a hell of a concert.
And you know how fans get, you know,
yeah.
It just get crazy. It could be a fan to punch you in the head or something. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah. I mean, I wish I was there. I was in New York all week. So
it was a phenomenal.
Now, that just echoed what I just said. You know what I mean? Like, people are picking sides. Sides have been chosen in hip hop. There is this hip hop civil war going on right now. And what you have is you have people that are siding with Drake and you got people that are siding with Kendrick. Now, if let's just say just off the cuff that you were somebody that were cool with Drake, but then you heard Not Like Us, or it's a video of you out, you know what I'm saying, dancing and Not Like Us. And let's say Drake see that. He probably gonna levy the same type of consequences he levied on Schoolboy Q against that person as well. Because like you said, you don't want to say some wild shit or come off as choosing sides, but then still have to go to Toronto to do business. Like, I'm just assuming that, you know, Drake $1 billion nigga at this point, you know, 400 million, it's a Billy, you know what I mean? Bro got power up there. You know what I'm saying? And yes, it's just hip hop, but bro, you can't have a song. Time out. You cannot have a song Not Like Us. It's just, first of all, it's a crazy diss record. But the things that he's accusing Drake of in this record, like, it's a #1 record in the world and it's saying some wild shit. You know what I'm saying? And people are dancing to it in the clubs. Like, you can't do that and then think, oh, all right, yeah, I'm gonna take this trip up to Toronto real quick. I'm gonna book this studio session. Then you gotta think about all the niggas that's not even Drake that's running around. You heard what he said, like Pressa top 5 on him. Like it's like Toronto ain't soft. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't go up. First of all, it's hoods in every city. Let's get that out the way. Like, I know people like to say, you know, oh, you know, my hood this, my hood that. But like, my nigga, it's hoods in every city. It's a ghetto in every city. You feel me? It's crews in every city that don't play that shit. You know what I'm saying? So you can't be moving like, it's just hip hop, especially when a record like Not Like Us that's accusing bruh of some wild shit. You know what I'm saying? You can't move like that. You cannot. So with the whole Free Yayo shirt, maybe this was Drake saying, shout out to Tony Yayo because he's knows what he's talking about. And of course, like I said, Drake be online. He see all this shit. You know what I mean? And it's no coincidence that he hopped online and had that Free Yayo shirt. And of course, this is reminiscent of when Eminem wore the Free Yayo shirt at the Grammys back in, damn, when was that? Like 2000? I don't even remember, bro. Like, it was back in the 2000s. But anyway, that was a big moment because he wore that on the Grammy stage and people were like, Free Yayo, like, ooh, Yayo, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, so this is just a nod to that shirt that Eminem wore back in the day. So yeah, man, Drake again showing that he's a student of hip hop. I told y'all, like, bro, know his stuff. I know people saying he's like, the pop artist and all that stuff, but bro knows his stuff. So yeah, man, the boy Drake, Free Yayo shirt. Hopefully Schoolboy Q can get back to Toronto because right now it's looking like Drake is saying this is a no-fly zone. If I saw you dancing to No Like Us, Not Like Us, if I saw you dancing to, what's the other one? Meet the Grams. If I saw you dancing to Euphoria, if I saw you even posting a story where you're listening to it, my nigga, you are on the no-fly list. And I'm pretty sure Drake has a very long list of people who he probably doesn't even rock with anymore. So at the end of the day, it's all hip hop. Shout out to TDE. I love what TDE got going on. Absol, Schoolboy Q, J Rock. I know Kendrick not over there no more, but SZA, you know what I'm saying, Isaiah Rashad. I love everything they got going on over there. I also love everything that Drake got going on too. Let's not act like we don't listen to this man music still just because, you know what I'm saying? So hopefully, man, this thing can end with both sides shaking hands, having a peaceful moment for hip hop. But for right now, it seems like that's just not the case. So, in other news, I guess we're gonna continue the beef train. You know what I'm saying? Big Sean's new album leaked by Kanye West stand after alleged diss record. So they say things are getting messy for Sean. Big Sean has really dominated the news cycle over the last 24 hours. The rapper dropped the On the Radar freestyle on July 16th, which seemed harmless enough. Now, yesterday I live streamed, we played it, we listened to it, I gave my opinion on it. It was a dope freestyle, but he definitely took shots at somebody. I'll let you be the judge of that. So it said then fans started picking up the bars and theorizing that Sean could be targeting another rapper. Kendrick Lamar's name was brought up, then debunked. Then Kanye West was mentioned, and DJ Head claimed that Sean was targeting a Gemini rapper. Again, watch my live stream from yesterday. I talked about Kanye West when they had the Gemini matching tattoos, and as you know, Kanye West is a Gemini. So they were saying that, maybe Sean throwing shots at Kanye? Well, on July 17th, a user named Big Sean Dunn 811 posted an album's worth of new material from Big Sean. Along with the file was a message clarifying why they chose to stomp on the rapper's rollout. To the surprise of no one, it was Kanye West related. Since he wanted to disrespect Ye so much, here's the album, the user wrote. Fuck him and his whole team. Other users questioned whether the audio recordings were legit, but Big Sean Dunn 11 provided some additional information. They clarified that Precision, Sean's lead single, was on the album, but not in the leaked files. Wow. So these are the messages from the user that leaked the Big Sean album. So he says, since he wanted to disrespect Ye so much, here's the album. Fuck him and his whole team. Precision is on the album, just not in these files. This was the album as of a couple months ago. Features from Nas, Dream, Gene, and some other people. Alternative album title, Better Me Than You. And he also wrote another message. He said, Ye, somebody replied and said, Ye doesn't know you. And then he replied, plot twist, Ye was the person that told me to leak the record. Ladies and gentlemen, shots fired. Shots fired. So apparently, the person that leaked this album was told to do it by Kanye West. Now I don't know how much I believe that. You know what I mean? Do I believe that leakers probably got a hold to that man album and just leaked it? Yeah, because it happens all the time. You know what I'm saying? Albums leak all the time in the industry. But do I believe that it was secretly masterminded by Kanye West? Maybe. Maybe not. We don't know. You can't really draw conclusions off things on the internet, but some tracks did leak. And yes, they were some, albeit unfinished, but they were Big Sean tracks that were probably meant for his album. Now, we don't know how much truth this is to it, but it is kind of strange that after that Tuesday or that Monday where Big Sean kind of put all that stuff out and he with the freestyle and he was dissing, and you know Kanye did diss Big Sean on Drink Champs that time. Watch that last live stream if you want to see that clip, but it might be related. You know what I mean? Like I said, it's just coincidence. I also hate to see stuff like this because as an artist myself, you know what I'm saying? You spend years working on a project, you spend years putting together video schemes and marketing, and you spend all this money on your wardrobe, how you want your rollout to be. Like, it's costly. Not only is it costly money wise, but it's costly in time. And to have somebody breach that, take all your work and throw it online for free after we put in all this work, it fucking sucks. You know what I'm saying? So I hate to see that for Sean because, you know, like I said, a lot of times he's kind of like, I ain't gonna say he's like a punching bag in the rap game, but people like to play Sean like he's not one of them ones when it comes to this rap shit. And we all know bro can rap, bro can flow, bro got bars. You know, a lot of time his delivery might not be as, I would say, attention grabbing as most artists are. You know what I mean? But it don't have to be like that for every artist. That's why you got different artists for different things. But you cannot question his lyrical ability because at some point, the nigga Sean was writing for Kanye or helping Kanye craft songs. So it's not like, you know, even though they might diss each other now, it's like at one point they had a working relationship. But to have somebody go in and leak your freaking album, what are you doing, man? So yeah, man, hopefully we get that Big Sean album soon. And actually, I think I might have a trailer for y'all. Let's get into it. Brand new Big Sean album coming soon. Look like we might be getting some groovy tunes from Sean. What y'all think?
I'm letting go this time. Cross the line. You say you don't give a fuck, but you so attached.
Hey. That'd be crazy. So, Big Sean decided, you know what? Okay, you motherfuckers are gonna leak my album. That's cool. Brand new album, Better Me Than You from Big Sean. And apparently it is releasing on August the 10th. Now, it might get pushed back or whatever. But right now, that is the tentative date. August the 10th or August the 9th. Don't quote me on that. But that was the trailer. So, yes, Sean did decide that he was going to go ahead and drop his album. And it should be here in a couple of weeks. All because somebody decided they wanted to be a jackass and leak his album, man. But I can't wait to hear it. You know what I'm saying? Like, even though they went out of their way to try to sabotage what he had going on, I'm looking forward to hearing it. You know, shout out to Sean. Shout out to Kanye, man. Like, I hate to see, like, artists going at it, especially when they had such a good working relationship. But it happens. It's the industry, you know? All right, so let's get into some more dope-ass news. So the Weeknd teases the conclusion to his After Hours trilogy with a brand new trailer. Another trailer dropped today, y'all. All right, so let's talk about it. So while the Weeknd's teased his next move plenty of times before, this is his most explicit teaser for his Dawn FM follow-up yet. It's fittingly poetic that one of the most monumental music careers in the past 15 years will seemingly begin with the trilogy and also end with the trilogy. Of course, we're talking about The Weeknd's highly anticipated follow-up to Dawn FM, After Hours, which will conclude not just this era of his journey, but also possibly his stage name. So no more The Weeknd. Moreover, the hype for this project just caught a fresh new wind thanks to his most recent social media post, which is a cinematic trailer showcasing the aesthetics and a sonic mashup of the aforementioned 2020s album. The final part of the clip shows what seems to be a young version of Abel Tesfaye. I hate getting people's name wrong, man. I'm just gonna say Abel amid grass with the message, there are 3 chapters to this tale. So, like always, rather than talk about it, I'm gonna just play the trailer. This is the brand new trailer from The Weeknd for his upcoming album that will conclude the After Hours trilogy. Let's get into it. Oh, the visual crazy. Yeah, these visuals crazy. There are 3 chapters in this tale. Man, how dope was that? So that was the trailer to the brand new upcoming The Weeknd album. So it says, furthermore, fans think that The Weeknd will kick off his next album rollout in full gear because he has a show coming up in Sao Paulo, Brazil on September the 7th. This also follows previous teases from an Apple collab, and of course, Metro Boomin has also said that that's an album that he was working on as of recent, finishing up. Now, look, I'm gonna tell y'all something, man. Let me tell y'all something. I appreciate artistry. I appreciate when I look at what an artist is doing and I feel like he gives a damn. A lot of times, well, especially nowadays, it's so easy to get in music and, you know, anybody can just pick up a microphone and do music. But it's certain artists that take that extra step, not only to give you the music, but give you the full experience. I would say someone like a Kendrick Lamar, he's somebody like that where, yes, he's going to drop an album, but he's also going to give you somewhat of a cinematic experience with it, whether it's the visuals, whether it's the art. It's like a world that you get sucked into. And The Weeknd, since he's been dropping music, he's always treated it with a certain respect that you have to, at the end of the day, you have to salute it. You know, think about it. First time y'all heard The Weeknd, of course, we all heard the what was it, House of Balloons? I want to say that was the first one. And, you know, sonically, it was something that people had never heard before. It was something that people really haven't really experienced before. And since then, with each album, he's really shown or grown as an artist. So, like for instance, I want to say it was not the album where it was like black and white, but I want to say Starboy. Starboy is when I really started to like tap in and see what he was doing artist wise, whether it would be the way he shoots his videos, how he like weaves symbolism through his videos, how he treats his artist that he's playing, the Weeknd, how he treats it as this character art that he constantly builds up and breaks down. Y'all, it's dope. You understand what I'm saying? Like when you really sit down and tap in to what bro really doing and what he bringing to the scene. And like I said, a lot of artists nowadays, they don't go that extra mile. And I feel like that's what separates a regular artist from somebody that's a superstar. You understand what I'm saying? You have your superstars. Like I said, I would go back to let's say Kanye West. Coming up in the game, Kanye gave you movies. He gave you those visuals. You know what I'm saying? Like, who else in the game would like visually, they just take you there? I'm trying to think, man. Jay has some dope visuals, but I mean like just really like tapped in of this generation. I don't know. I mean, people shoot dope videos, but like not where it has like this theme that it follows. And that's why I said with the Weeknd, he has this theme where each album he takes you through this journey of who he is as a person at that time. But the visuals just match up so nicely. So I say that to say shout out to all the artists that give a damn. You know what I'm saying? Because the Weeknd is one of those artists, and it's why he's one of the top selling artists in the game right now. Because people notice that. You know what I mean? We see the energy you put into it, the work you put into it. You know, it'll always come back to you tenfold. So I cannot wait because I was a fan of Don FM. I'm really a fan of his entire discography, but like I said, Starboy and you know, After Hours and even like the EP that he put out, like bro locked in right now. And I can appreciate that. So shout out to the Weeknd. Brand new album coming very, very soon. Can't wait to see that. Now, last but not least, in our final topic of the day in this barbershop talk hip hop session, Childish Gambino, y'all. He said he's ditching the rap moniker for good after this album. So, Bando Stone and the New World drops July 19th. In 30 minutes, actually. That's crazy. I probably might... I gotta go. I gotta eat some food. But I will probably do a live stream for this album. So it says, Bando Stone and the New World drops July 19th. Donald Glover, aka Childish Gambino, is currently gearing up to unleash his new album, Bando Stone and the New World. The project is slated for release this Friday and will be his last under his iconic rap moniker. During a recent interview with the New York Times, he revealed why. So he says, you know, he was just really like, oh, it's done. He recalled, it's not fulfilling. And I just felt like I didn't need to build in this way anymore. While this is certainly a bold move from the multi-hypernet, he doesn't seem to have any apprehension. I think grace is undervalued in the world. When I put my son on my shoulders, I feel deep joy. That's real. No one on their deathbed is going to look back and say, thank God I avoided being cringe. Now, I admit, I was late to the party when he came to Childish Gambino. I probably really started listening to bro when he dropped Because the Internet. You know, I know he's from Atlanta. He's from the East Side. You know what I mean? But coming up, I wasn't really too familiar with him, especially a lot of his earlier stuff. Now, I'm going to talk about this quote he said at the end. He said, thank God I avoided being cringe. Now, coming up, Childish Gambino did not fit the typical rapper from Atlanta, you know, type of style. You know, he always kind of did his own thing, kind of like the outcast, but still made a way just being himself. And that's something that I can't appreciate about bro, because coming up in Atlanta to make a name for yourself and not be like, you know, like top trap nigga or like, you know what I'm saying, the ladies man, you just kind of, you fall in this area of like, how do I express myself and stay true to who I am? He fell right in that area because, like I said, he don't fit the trap sound like, let's say like a Jeezy or a T.I. or Coming Up or a Future. but then he's not like the playboy type of rapper, whatever. He always kind of just did his own thing and stayed in his lane, and that's something that I appreciated about him, especially around the time that I started listening. Now, of course, he's doing 100 million other things. He's dropping a movie to accompany this brand new album, and of course, he was the co-creator behind the hit show, one of the greatest shows of all time, Atlanta. So, of course, and he started out on the show. What was the show? I can't think of the name of my head. But yeah, you know the show where they did like the it was them in the office setting. I can't remember of it, but yeah, you know what it is. But either way, Childish Gambino, he has his hand in a lot of things. You understand what I'm saying? So I can understand him finally getting to a point where he's like, you know what, man, I'm ready to just put down this entire rap thing and retire Childish Gambino. So let's check out the trailer for his brand new album that's coming out in 30 minutes. Bando Stone in the New World.
He's finding out
Hello?
that nobody gives a fuck.
Male?
Don't move. Who are you?
Bando Stone, the singer.
Nobody gives a fuck. My sweet Lithonia,
Are we gonna die?
what have you done?
So Bando Stone in the New World will be here very, very soon, and the album will be releasing in 30 minutes. I'm looking forward to it. Like I said, me being from Atlanta, I was kind of like the kid that grew up and I was in the video games and, you know what I'm saying, things that probably the cooler kids wasn't into. So I really do relate with Childish Gambino, just finding that lane, staying true to yourself, and still being able to be successful from that. You got to appreciate that, especially coming from Atlanta, where it's all about the hustle, the trapping, the money, the girls, the cars, the clothes. That wasn't really his whole MO, and he still found a way to stay true, and he's ready to lay down Childish Gambino. But who knows, maybe he'll return as something else, someone else, just like the Weeknd. He's getting ready to lay down the Weeknd. He's laying down Childish Gambino. It's turning up the tides right now in hip-hop. We're all getting older, but I love it because what you're seeing is the evolution of people and also the evolution of their art. So, ladies and gentlemen, with that being said, what a stream tonight, man. We talked about a lot of things. We talked about Schoolboy Q and what he's going through right now with Toronto and how they talking about, this is a no-fly zone. Messing up my man's money like that, man, it's crazy. And of course, we talked about Drake co-owning the venue that canceled Schoolboy Q's show, which is crazy. Developing news, y'all. We talked about Drake wearing the Free Yayo shirt, and I broke that down too. Y'all can see all that on the replay. You know that. We talked about Big Sean too. His album leaked. Why they leaked my boy Sean album? But Sean said we ain't worried about that because we dropping that album on August 10th. We giving it to y'all in full, Better Me Than You. We also talked about the Weeknd, and we also played the new trailer for his brand new album coming up. I can't wait. I cannot wait for that new album. And then, of course, Childish Gambino album coming out in 30 minutes. So with that being said, y'all, it has been a great show. I am so glad that you all stopped. Even if you just stopped by for like a couple seconds, a couple minutes, even if you just stop by like that, hey, I appreciate it. I'm just starting out with my streaming, but every day I do it, I just get better and better. You know what I'm saying? So I look forward to seeing y'all again. And as always, ladies and gentlemen, I got to hit that end button on time. It is the kid Ríez. I will catch y'all later. Peace out. Y'all stay safe. And don't do